Hello, my name is Aungelecette, and we're going to take a look at the new Ropalolyst boss battle fight. This is Assassination in Warframe that was introduced May 2019, and this is how we're going to get Wisp. Wisp is the 40th Warframe introduced. She's a lot of fun, and honestly, so is this fight. We're going to be going to Jupiter and taking on a new enemy. There is a lot of lore and story that goes along with the beginning part of the mission. I'm not going to have the audio included for this reason. You should experience it on your own. And unfortunately at this point it does not skip, so you will hear it over and over again while you are doing this mission. So the first thing we're going to do is when we go in and land, we're going to navigate a new tile set. Once you get through the tile set, it could be a multitude of different ways that you get to the end point, but the end point is always the same. You're going to find yourself in a room with an elevator, take the elevator down, and then we were ready to begin our fight. This is where we're first introduced to the Ropalolyst. He is unlike any that we've fought before. His introduction is cool. He flies in and the battle begins. He will immediately start shooting at you. You'll assess the area. You're starting off on a platform surrounded by 3 pillars of light. Those 3 pillars are our first target. What we're going to do is use him to actually damage the pillars, because otherwise we can't do anything to them. We go out on the wires, jumping from wire to wire to avoid the electricity, or you could use your operator void dash mode and get right out there. Once you're on the platform, go around behind, let him shoot it, and damage the light. You're going to do this for all 3 before engaging the next step. Once you've completed all 3, each time returning to the center platform, of course. Once you've done all 3, then we're ready for the next phase. Keep in mind, during this entire time, mods may be forming, and he is going to be shooting at you the entire time. Once we get to this point, what we're going to do is use our operator again, this time to strip him of his shield. When you strip him of his shield, he will stagger. It's very visual. When you see him stagger, you're going to jump up on him. You'll get an indicator on how to grab him. And then you're going to fly him into those pillars that we just damaged, one at a time. The first one we're going to take out, and then we'll be returned to the center platform. When that happens, we have another thing we have to do. When he does land, he's going to be damaged, and he's going to damage the platform itself. You'll have less area to work with. Now in this phase, what we're going to do is strip him of his shield, then go around behind him and shoot those red barrels on his back, and then hit this panel, causing a blue beam to come from the ceiling, damaging him. He will get his shield back. You need to strip it again. Repeat for the next 2 pillars. Now we're into the final phase. What's going to happen is we're going to be put back on the platform after the 3rd one. We're going to do damage to him, hit that panel again when he staggers. The blue beam is going to come down again, and the battle is over. It's pretty straightforward, one of the simpler fights once you know the mechanics, but the first time you go in, it can be a little overwhelming. There are a lot of enemies that will spawn. All of those enemies have the opportunity to drop hexanon, which is a crafting component for the blueprints, so you do need that. You can also get, as you can see, the new amalgam mods and the oro mods. You could also do the disruption game mode, which is the node just before this boss. I chose to go in on Hildren. She is a pretty strong frame, available through Fortuna. She has survivability, and I just think she's quite beautiful. So again, this is how you would get Wisp. I hope it was helpful. I believe you should play your game your way. This worked for me, it may not work for you, but if it does, I hope you will hit the like, subscribe, and catch me out on Twitch.